All right, okay. I'm just giving in 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Just 1 more minute for the latecomers. 1 more minute. Then we rock it up. All right, okay. So let's get into our lesson for today. Let's get into our lesson for today. Today it is basically a trading skills day because it is a Thursday. So Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday we come up here to talk about trading. So basically, I'm going to share my screen and I go to the trading view application. Last week, we were able to look at candlestick. We are able to look at candlestick charts, or we are able to be able to we're able to look at the basics of a candles. We looked at the green candle. We looked at the red candle, meaning I'm talking about the close and the open of those two candles. And so today, we are still a little bit going to go an extra mile and be able to, we also were able to look at drawing support and resistance, if I remember very well, according to what I see here, of one candle. So what we are going to handle today is to be able to draw support and resistance. Be able to draw support and resistance, which is one of the important aspects in the trading category. So basically, it means that we want to enter into a very important aspect on this class that is dealing with the trend lines. All right, so we want to go into trend lines, and we are going to look at a couple of different trend lines. So on our trend lines, we are going to look at the following. We are going to look at the flat bottom. We are going to look at the parallel channel. Then you're also going to look at the horizontal line and also be able to look at the horizontal ray as our major areas of focus. And so we want to be able to define that the two market directions. So I'm trying to share my screen. Okay, so we tap on this pencil here, and we want to look at trend lines. There are several trend lines, and I'm going to focus here. You see the topic trend lines. So we are going to choose a few of our focus. We shall look at a trend line itself. We shall use the horizontal line. We shall be able also to use the horizontal ray. We shall be able also to use the flat bottom, and we shall also be able to use the parallel channel. Okay, so we are saying that in an uptrend, we draw trend lines below the candles. All right, so when we talk about in an uptrend, which is an upward movement, we draw trend lines below the candles. And in a downward trend, we draw trend lines above the candles. Okay. So let us just go to the screen. So when we are able to look at this, this is basically an uptrend. And if we are able to look at maybe this here, this is basically a downward trend. So in an uptrend, we draw trend lines below the candles. In a downward trend, we draw trend lines above the candles too. For daily trades, we draw our trend lines in the 4-hour time frame and make our entry in the 30 minutes time frame. And also we draw our trend lines in 1 day and make our entry in the 1-hour time frame. So let us be able to start off basically with the first trend line. Okay, so we are going to pick up this, and let us start with the parallel channel. So we shall find the swing low or the lowest point in the market that we want to put our focus, which is this one. And then we stretch it to make sure that at least we have 2 to 3 point touches. There we go. We tap on it once, then we stretch it to the highest points of our decision. We might choose those, it's okay. We might decide to choose this, it's okay. The high, that highest point, or we might go in for this. But basically choose that, then we tap on it once. So when we draw a trend line, like I've done, it helps us to monitor the trend. Okay. Now, this gives us 3 important lines. One, this becomes our support, this becomes our resistance. If candles like in this case here form above, then this becomes our support, then this becomes our resistance. So if this candle closes above here and maybe gets a test candle, then we are sure that it's gonna move from here to this point. So this is a parallel. We can draw a parallel channel on an upward trend to help us monitor the trend. So once a candle forms below this, then we know this is now a breakout from being an upward trend to a downward trend. All this helps us to see that if this candle closes above here, then we suspect that this coin might move from here to this line, and that could be our take profit. So that is how we draw a parallel channel in an upward trend. So I want to also draw a parallel channel in a downward trend. I want also to draw a parallel channel in a downward trend. I'll pick one of the poorest coins that are not doing well in the market today. And there we go. So you will balance your screen by touching it up and look for an area where you want to put your focus. So you pick your parallel channel to the swing high, the highest point where you want to put your focus. Tap on the dot. You put the dot to where you want, tap on the dot. Okay, let me come again. Then you stretch it, make sure you get some 2 to 3 touch points. If you can get 2 to 3, you're good to go. Tap once, then stretch it to where you want to put your focus. I may not go that far personally. I would stop around here. I may not go so far. You know, as long as you can get 2 to 3 touches. If I go here, it's still fine. But I wanted to have 2 to 3 touches up around there. So what are you looking for? You are looking for a green breakout candle. Green candle starts below here, closes above. Then it means this coin that was going down has now joined an upward movement. Okay, this is not so good, but I could be able to structure it better. All right, it's fine. So when candles come and they make a breakout, a green candle starts below, closes above here, and forms a test candle, then you are sure that this market that was having a downward movement is now turning into an upward movement. Let me pick a better trade. Let me use Litecoin. All right, so you might choose to help you monitor the trend. I pick my parallel channel. Maybe I pick this swing high here. You take the dot where you want to start from, stretch it out peacefully. Right, then you stretch it out to those points that also went extreme. There we go. Okay, so if this market changes from being a downward trend, a green candle starts as it is starting there, forms above, closes above like this. Then it forms what you call a test candle. A test candle is a red candle that comes and closes also above this line. Then I'm sure that this market that was going down is now moving from being a downward trend to an upward trend because it has broken this resistance. So this becomes support and this is resistance. Okay, so for example, if I draw, like I've been able to draw my parallel channel in the 4-hour time frame, maybe if I've drawn it in the, so I'll make sure I can come and draw my parallel channel in the 1 day. All right, let me remove it from here. We said that we draw trend lines below the candles if they're on an upward trend, and we draw trend lines above the candles when they are on a downward trend. So we have been looking at a parallel channel. Still, there is another trend line we could use. It's called a flat bottom. You also do the same. You take the swing low, stretch it, make sure you have at least 2 to 3 points, all right? Then you draw it like I've done so. So if I draw if I draw my flat bottom in the 1 day time frame, I can change the time frame and I go to the 4-hour time frame, right? Okay, depending. So if I draw my parallel channel here and I wait for a green candle to close, so where the green candle closes, I pick my horizontal line, make sure I draw at the close of that green candle, and I look for the previous swing high. So I'll still go back a little bit. Now here it is 4 hours. Okay, very far. Okay, good. So I'll look for a swing high where the market went higher than the current price. So let me use a vertical line because this one will not work out. It will not bring out clearly what I want to show you. So at the close of that candle would make my entry. Let me use a horizontal line. So make my entry there. So let us look for where the market went higher than that of my entry. So I look for the swing highs, right? Okay. So the first swing high is here. All right. Then I'll look for another swing high. Another highest point is there. Oh, this is a little bit very ridiculous. So I'll use this. I'll use this highest point here. I can still find more high points where the market went highest, because usually when the market's trying to recover, it wants to go back to the highest points it has ever touched before. Okay. Those who attended our morning Zoom. Okay. So let's go. Let's go and see. Okay. So using that formula, if I had made my entry here, my first take profit is here, which is already 3.6%. Then there is a retracement. Now I would understand that this market has changed from being an upward trend to downward trend. If then a red candle comes that is starting from above here, comes crosses down here, then I'm sure this market that was on an uptrend has turned to be a downward trend. So using trend lines could help you so much. Now this is a flat bottom. Let me delete it up. So when you come here on the trend line, there is this trend line called a flat bottom. Trend lines are important to help you monitor the direction of the market. Okay, let me show you how to draw another trend line. If you don't have a parallel channel, you can still pick a pure trend line, look for a swing low, the lowest point in the area of your focus, and you stretch it. You stretch it. What is your role of stretching? You want to touch these lowest points to monitor the trend. Your goal is to say if this market moves from here, comes below my trend line, then I'm sure that this market that was going up is now going down. Although I would personally advise a parallel channel brings out more sense than a trend line. Okay, for example, if I'm monitoring a downward trend, I'll pick my trend line at the highest point of my focus, stretch it up, make sure I have 2 to 3 touches. Now this brings out the real understanding. 2 to 3 touches. All right. You see? Okay, let me turn this to a black color. Okay, look at this now. So I've been able to draw my trend line above these candles. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a breakout. A breakout. So a breakout is this green candle that was able to start below my trend line and closed above. This shows this market has made a breakout. So I wait. You see, I still see another green candle. So the third candle confirms that this is a pure breakout. So you see, I can be able to monitor this market that was going down has turned to be an uptrend. So if I had made my entry onto the close of the candle or the close, this is the 4 hours. So I draw my trend line in the 4-hour time frame. Then I go look for it in 30 minutes. So you draw in 4 hours, then go and look at it in 30 minutes. So if we come back here and look for a trend line. Okay, let us look for a trend line. You see where it is? Imagine. Imagine. Okay, so you look for a trend line. Okay, all right. Okay, beautiful. This was the candle. It closed here. You wait for a test candle, which was this one. So the third candle you get in. You get in. You see? Imagine you are looking for the recent swing high. And one of the perfect swing high was this one here. This one here. If we balance up our screen, and maybe we pick, we come down here to an area we call price range, where we do prediction and measurement. Pick this price range, put it at the area of your entry, which could be here, to this area here. This is over 3.1%. And if you were strong enough to stay in the trade after the breakout, see how massive this trade went. It really went so high before moving down up to this point here after the breakout. Imagine if we come down to price, to what we have called prediction and measurement, put our dot on this line here and measure. Was this the entry? I doubt. Okay, yes, and measure. This was not the entry. The entry was around here. Let us measure. If you were strong enough, right, and you had stayed in the trade, okay, from here to here, this was over close to 10% take profit. So basically, trend lines are very important before you look at a trade. You want to monitor, they help to help you monitor. So if you are wanting to trade, to pick coins that are not doing well at the moment, the first step before you pick this NEO coin you want to trade, you go to a bigger time frame. If you wanna pick it in the 4-hour time frame, then you'll take up your trade in the 30-minute time frame. So this is the trend. Okay, so what do you want to do? You want to be sure. You don't want to just throw your money. So you come, we have said we draw trend lines above the candles. You pick the swing high, stretch your trend line very well like that. Then you leave it. So if a green candle comes from below here, closes above, then you just go to your 30 minutes time frame and find an entry. Okay, I hope you see. This is your trend line. No breakout seen. So you be patient until you see a breakout where a green candle starts below and closes above. Is someone following? I don't want to be an SST teacher or someone who's teaching sciences here. I want to teach something simple. Is someone following? Are you able to learn? Or it is too hard? Let me know. Is it too hard? Is it easy? Is it doable? Does it look hard? Is it hard? Is it doable? Let me know. Is it understandable? Is it understandable? Is it hard? I would love to know, is it hard? Is it doable? Someone says, where is your face? Let me bring it on camera. But my face doesn't make anything easy if it is hard for you. So the best strategy is you to tell me whether it is hard or it is easy, because my face doesn't change anything on trading view. Okay. Hey, I go slow. Okay. Yeah, when you want to trade better, learning how to draw trend lines, okay? learning to draw trend lines could be very important because they give you confidence. Someone was asking, why can someone stay in a trade for a long time? Imagine if I draw my trend line and I see my trend line has been broken perfectly well. Huh? As other people take 2%, I can stay in up to 10%. Then someone asks you on the group, why do you give me 3%? I give you 3% because I don't know how long you can stay. I might bring you problems, right? So I say, okay, this person will take 3%, but me, I will take 40%. Because I might tell you to take 3%, then the trade reaches somewhere, you start shivering. Yet me, I'm sure about my breakout, right? So let me repeat again, okay? Let me listen, let me see your answers. Please, what is the example of a breakout? Okay. Must we have an account of TradingView to access all these parameters? Yes, go and download the app for free. Go and download the app for free. This has nothing to do with Royalq. Please, someone is inboxing me. This has nothing to do with Royalq. If you have your money, please don't attend this class. Go and rest, please, if it is a night in your area. Don't feel headache with these stuffs of TradingView if you have your money. Julius, how much? If you have around $10,000, please go and sleep. You just need to automate your robot, make some money. Automatically, you don't need this stuff. This stuff is for people who are still, you know. I will not say it, if you know what you are suffering from. Don't ask me to repeat. How can you set a trade for 40% for someone who has patient wait? My friend, Sharon, my friend, learn to do it yourself. Me, I cannot advise you to set 40% if you cannot do it yourself. Hey, if you know you can even take 30%. Yeah, I believe I don't know whether will it be Saturday. I'll share if you're using the 20 MA and the 200 MA, I think someone could be able to take a profit of 40 to 50% take profit. I've never done those trainings before. I think I'll check them again. But if you watch those videos, I've ever shown someone can take even 50%. Okay. So let me pick another trade. Let me use OMG. Omisego. So I'll use Omisego. I'll go to the 4-hour time frame. This is the trade. This is so sweet. Very down. So maybe I want to trade. I've seen a trade. This is 4 hours. I've said if I analyze in 4 hours, then I'll be able to take my entry in the. So I'll pick the trend line, look for the swing high, which is this highest point here. Tap on it, then stretch my trend line. Then I leave it. What am I looking for? I want a green candle to come below here. And close above. Someone told me to give an example. Let me look for it. Let me draw a trend. Okay, here we go. This will be perfect. Okay. So let me use this. Maybe I start from here. I'll find a swing high. I stretch it, look for 2 to 3 points. I may not be so perfect. Okay, there we go. This would be so good, but okay. I'll take that. Now, here I've drawn in the 4-hour time frame. Now, what I could see if I widen my screen is that. So, this is a breakout candle, and this is a test candle. It is trying to test this line. So when this test candle closes, I make my entry. So I do it in the 4-hour time frame. Then I'll go and check in the 30 minutes. Where is our trend line? There are two. You see? So I come here. Let me widen. Here it is sweet, nice. Okay. This one is the breakout candle for someone who ASIC. This is test candle. These are test candles, the red candles. So on the next green candle, I make my entry. This one. When this candle closes, at the close of this candle, I make my entry. Where do I make my exit? I look for the previous highs in the market. Now, one of the previous high in the market is this one. This is a previous high. I could use this, or I could still go back and look at history. Then I need to balance. Okay, here we go. This is a previous high. And that will be my take profit. So if I tap on this pencil here, I come down. I've already made it favorite. So you pick up this price range, you tap on it, then you make it favorite. It goes in your favor. Like the date and the price range, you tap on it, then you make it favorite. Okay, so let me use the date and the price range. Maybe I made my entry here. So this will show you how many candles and days it took. This took 13 hours to deliver 2.4%. When you use the date and the price range, it will always give you the number of candles and the hours it took. Just tap on the pencil. It is here. So I enter from here. Let me ask you. We are just looking at, is that hard? Let me go to this one. What are people saying? So if setting up a drop, I think I've answered this one. Must we? So if setting up a drop, can I, if my own choice? I don't understand this one. Why can't you enter the market right at the break candle immediately? What will it affect? If you enter at the breakout candle, let me show you here. Now, first and foremost, you want to be sure that this is not a fake out. You might draw the horizontal line. You don't wait for a red test candle, and this was a fake out. What I mean by fake out is that the market lied to you. The market can lie. Okay, me, that's the language I would use. The market can lie. It might bring what we call a fake out. It might look like a breakout, then the market retraces again. So you want to be sure. That's why you want a test candle, a red candle, to close above your trend line. We have said how much I can invest in order to automate the robot. How many coins will I trade? Don't get me off topic. If you have the money, you have the money, because the challenge is that some people might ASIC, you have the money in ASIC. But if you don't have the money, don't distract me. Because we have already talked about this on every Zooms of signals. So if you have close to $10,000 and you want to automate your robot, I don't advise anyone who doesn't have good capital. At least if you have $5,000, yes, if you have $5,000, I think you can automate your robot, and you can make between $5, $10 to $20 a day. without you doing anything. There are some good copy traders I know that you could follow, but there's no security because if you don't have enough capital, copy traders will rain your capital. Okay. I advocate $1,500 per coin. So, sir, calculate how much capital, how many coins you can go for. This coin can form a false breakout. Let me see. You see now, this is a false breakout. If this was a line, you see, this was the close. You waited for red candle here. Okay, you see? If you are trading, this was just a take profit. If you are trading this, you see this could be a false breakout. But this is not the one we have drawn. The one we have drawn is here. Let me find another trade. I usually love coins on a downward trend. So you pick this, you want to trade it, you go in the 4-hour time frame or in the 1 day. Come here in the 1 day time frame. Where are the candles? Come here in the 1 day time frame. You want to trade. Come here. Just a minute. Let me clear my chart. Okay, this is the 1 day time frame. Okay, this is an uptrend. It will look like an uptrend because each candle here is for 1 day. You want to draw candles a line above. So you touch the tip, stretch it up. Then if you do in 1 day, then you go in the 1 hour. You're looking for breakout. You see, there's no breakout. That's why I don't want the 1 day because it's a bigger time frame. Actually, I love the 4-hour time frame. So I come here. This sounds better for me. So you pick your trend line. In a downward trend, you draw trend lines above the candles. You stretch it out. You might even leave some 1 or 2 so that you can get a perfect touch. You don't need to be so perfect, but also don't need to force it out. So once I get this, I wait for a breakout. Where? In the 30 minutes time frame. So if a trend line of 4 hours is broken, a trend line of 4 hours is broken. Let me repeat. If a trend line of 4 hours is broken by a 30 minutes chart, then be confident about it. Right? I hope you see here. So here there was no breakout. I don't mean the touch. There was no breakout here, you see. It touched this area and did not move out. So once a green candle breaks out and gets a red test candle, then you are sure about the breakout, then you can make your entry without anything in your screen. Because trend lines can keep you in the market. Let me look at this coin. This coin was pumping recently. So 4-hour time frame or 1 day, it's up to you. Okay. I love these pictures, but let me delete them. Let me move. Okay. So if I want to trade this coin and I want to be confident, I'll just draw my trend line. I may choose, this is very far, but it's okay. I may choose the swing high, then stretch 1 or 2 touches, good to go. I don't know if I'm trying to make it hard, but I'm trying to make sure I make it simple. Is that hard? Does that look hard? Drawing a line above the candles like this, yeah? You draw like this. Very simple. Let me see. Is that hard? Is that hard? If you have trend lines, they are one of the best trading strategies. They are the best. You want to, especially now when we are basically going into an upward trend, and you draw your trend lines. If people send signals, even if it is Julius or anybody, for you go to your coins. You draw your trend lines when in the downward market. Draw as many as you can. Then they send a signal, you go and open your eyes. Come on there. You'll not trade that one. You go. I will. That signal. No, I've not appreciated enough. You can refuse someone's signal because you have been monitoring something closely. And now when you see that this is not, it is not a good breakout. He might have considered so many other factors, but according to you, what do you see? Because you are going to invest in your money. Please, why should the trend line touch the support zone, but not the resistance line? Okay. Haven't talked about support and resistance, but let me see if I could bring out what you mean. Okay. Now, like I said that, you are looking for these highest points. You see, you are looking for these touches. We call them touches, where the market try to stretch. You are looking for those touches, those high points, those high touches. Those high touches, you want to make sure that there are those high touches. Okay, let me just come here. For example, let me draw a parallel channel here for you guys. We talked about it. So if I pick my parallel channel here and I look for a swing low, let me take this and I stretch it like this. Maybe this was an uptrend. Let me remove it. Maybe this was an uptrend before. And maybe I checked it from here, stretched it to this point here. Once you see such a thing like this one, a red candle starts in here and it closes below, my friend, there is no survivor. This market has moved from being an uptrend to a downward trend. That's why we say that trend lines help you monitor the market. Maybe you were this type of a trader, there's this type of traders who trade pumping markets. You had entered this coin from maybe here, you enjoyed up to here. Certainly, you see a red candle that has made a breakout like this one. My friend, stop praying. You see, there are people who are on our groups. They say, pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, my coin. There are just no things have changed. The only savior you have, either you have more capital or remain patient and just look on like this. Because this thing has now become a downward trend. So if you draw trend lines, they could also help you stop complaining on the group. For example, there's a coin I'm trading. Let me look it up here for you, for guys who are in this trade. It was one day pumping coin. Everybody was excited. Like you see how Wi-Fi is doing. Okay, you see, I drew my trend line here. I don't know if I removed it. I think I've removed it. But let me look for this trade. It is called Acro. How many people are suffering from Acro and Gala? It is picking up. Good news. This is good. Hey, where have I been? Hey. Yeah, but people entered it high. Maybe we are trading Acro. You are trading Acro. You were from here. It was like people in Acro, you know, when people are trading and they're making money, they create a lot of noise on the groups. It's okay, it is excitement, it's not noise. Maybe you were in Acro. Let me pick it up from here so that I can get. You were in Acro, you drew your parallel channel. You saw it was on an uptrend. Let me step it up here. You were on an uptrend. You entered from here. People, you entered from here. Now, that's the challenge. You entered from here. You got out from here. This was a 62%. Yeah. Money. Everybody see you are sharing screenshot. Okay, good. You were excited. You said, now that one is done. It came down again. You got in. You were excited. You took another 54%. Hey, you said, money is about to kill us. Now, as you are still there, things change. Red candle, first one, you say open margin call. Once you see this thing, a red candle closing, my friend, just know things have changed. This thing has now gone down. From there, if some of you entered from around, maybe around here, if you joined from here, you are down by 31%. So trend lines can help you really to monitor the market. For example, if you are trading this coin, you want to monitor when to get in at the right time, you draw your trend line above the candle. So this is a breakout and a test candle. Let's move from 4 hours and let's go to 30 minutes. Let us find our trend line. You see how safe this trade has gone? Once a breakout is there will be downward movement, but the market will never go back. You see, if you found such a breakout, there was a tweezer bottom. Okay, let me stop that. You see all of this. So trend lines are key in helping you find a breakout in the market and be able to enjoy that particular trade. I don't know if I've made some sense today. I know when it comes to these stuffs of trading, many people teach a lot of stuff. But your success, you need 2 simple steps. If you learn how to draw trend lines, you know how to draw a parallel channel, you know how to draw a trend line, you can stay in a trade. Because it has made your breakthrough, you see it is going, you can comfortably trade. Once the market makes a breakout and breaks down, my friend, stop praying. Just understand you are going in floating loss. No rescue. The only thing you can do now, let me get back to the instance of why Royalq. What happens if someone has good capital? Because this is what people may not understand. What happens when someone has big capital? They don't need all this stuff. No. You go to Royalq, you set up, let me say, 100 margin calls. You set up 100 margin calls. You have maybe your $1,500 for one coin. You go and set up margin calls. You go and set up margin calls. For your interest is that whenever the market goes up by 1.3%, your robot sells. For example, someone was asking me, it's up to you. Me, I can show you. It's up to me. I come to my Royalq. I want to trade this coin YFI. So I tap on trade. I come here. I open up 100 margin calls. Like you see them. These are 100 margin calls. I press it on a cycle, a continuous process. If I go through, you see, I have money. This is $15. $15, $15, $15. So my robot is buying 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. My robot is buying. Whenever the market falls 0.5, it buys one time. 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, up to call 90. So let me go to a calculator. You who asked me, I have this for you. Okay, so 0.5 times 90 times is 45% drop. This is 45%. It means from the current price of this coin of YFI, once it drops 45%, my robot is buying. Whenever it rises by 1.3, my robot is selling. And I'm doing this now from the 91st call here. Here I go 2%, 2%, this is 4%. Now 45 plus 4, this is 49. Okay, this is 6, 49 plus 6, then plus 8. So let me just add 5, 10, 15, 20. This is 28. Okay, so let me come back here on the calculator. So 28 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2, 38. 38 plus 45, this is 83%. Can you imagine that from the current price of this coin, as long as it gets down 83%, I'm still in this trade? I don't know if I'm trying to make sense to someone who wanted to trade the cycle. 83% dip, the robot goes down, but I don't trade one coin. The risk thing is like when you are trading 4 coins, they are all in dipping, just dipping. Now, the ability for those guys that are making too much money is that they are trading so many coins at the same time. So if one coin is doing badly, the other one is continuously delivering 1.3%, 1.3 repeatedly. They're like 10 coins that are giving profit and maybe 20 are down. Now, the challenge with little capital, you say, I want to put in a cycle. You find 3. All those 3 that you are trading, they dip down. So you are there, all your money. You can even spend a full year without profit. I want to answer someone who says why I don't promote cycle. Because most of you, like me, we are struggling financially. I say if you have your $10,000, you tell me. We go and set up your robot. But with your 1,000, once you put it on a cycle, it perishes like water. 2 days you make a profit, you spend 6 months, robot doesn't work. This robot, I hate it. It is you who is suffering from lack of enough capital. That's why I stick back the strategy. If you don't have capital, focus on the 300 days challenge. Move your capital up to $100,000. You go and trade all these coins at once. With that strategy I've told you, trade all the 72 coins in Binance. If you have enough money, go and trade all the 62 coins in Hobby. If you have enough money, go and trade the 33 coins in Bybit. So when you are trading all the coins, for you don't have seasons. You don't have, the market is down. My friend, the market is sideways. No, the up, this coin is 1.3. This, you have repeated profits all the time. Your robot is working. The reason why I teach trading is that without the signals being given. You can go, you personally, without you being a master trader that me, I know, I want to attend the trading school. Why? You ask Aminata. Aminata is successfully making money. You come on a trade, you find a trade that is doing poorly. The challenge is that people trade when they want to go in the market. You come here on 1 inch, you say, okay, you 1 inch, where are you? I'm down. Okay, so I want to know when I will enter you at the right time. Because some people think that I can join from here. My friend, you can also join from here and this coin continues going like this. Who has ever found a coin that is down? You know, some people say, the market is down. It is high time to invest your money. You enter a coin from where you think the market is down enough. It keeps on going as if it is entering a pit hole. Sweet! All your money is over. You were bragging with Yoka 500. The market is down. I have my $500. Let me enter 1 inch. It buys all the 4 margin calls and everything is over. That's why you bring in a trend line and you say, I want to trade 1 inch. Okay, what will I do? I want to make a perfect entry at an uptrend. You come here, pick your trend line, and draw it well. You are waiting for a breakout. You don't need to be so perfect. You're waiting for a breakout. You're waiting for a green candle in the 30 minutes time frame, which we call a pre-entry. Here it will happen faster to make your entry and be able to make your exit in the market. On Saturday, I'll be looking at support and resistance. So when we add trend lines plus support and resistance, bingo, perfect entry, perfect exits from the market. Let me go into your questions. Can you choose to do one trade with 1,500 in a cycle with margin calls instead of doing 3 coins, each with 500 on one shot? Me, I don't know. It is up to you. The challenge with cycle is that if you don't have enough coins you are trading, let me give you an example. You could ask me, Julius, what are some of the most volatile coins I could put on a cycle? I will start. Go and choose BTC USDT. Go and choose Ethereum USDT. But I will say, but my friend, there are good coins like a Gala. There are good coins like maybe Acro. Maybe I would say there are good coins like GRT. Then you enter those coins. I know they have some good volatility. My friend, when you enter them, they start dipping like no tomorrow. Yet you only have money for 3 coins. The people you see who are trading on a cycle, they have enough capital to trade as many coins as possible to increase their probability of earning. If you cannot trade more coins, don't go in cycle. You will get deep there and forget your name. This time round, you will regret why you entered. If you want to trade cycle, go to the BTC market. And once you are there, don't complain of little profit because your goal is to collect more Bitcoin. All right? So I advise USDT market, 1 shot. Unless you have good capital, go in for cycle. BTC market, cycle is okay. You will not have any problem. BTC, you can go even with your $100. You can go. But don't tamper that in the USDT market. You will not like it. Can you please show me? Can you please show an example of a trend line on how to set a trade on Royalq? Oh, how? I don't understand you. Using $100 as an example. I don't get you. The importance of a trend line is to give you an entry in the market. it is up to you to decide how much you want to expose of your money. Okay. I hope my point is clear. I see one hand. Yes, Relish. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, don't sweat with these trades. Use the signals in the group as you learn slowly. I hope we have a backup method. If you don't know what to do, don't sweat with these lessons. Use the signals as you learn slowly. Okay. Yes, Relish.
Thank you so much, sir, for everything. Actually, I've enjoyed your session. But now the problem I'm having is that entering the percentage in the robot, actually, all those ones entering, like when you go and do your what? Your
analysis.
thorough analysis, yeah, from the platform, then you want to go to feed the robot. I have a problem there. Even setting the margin call. Like if I want to take 10%, 20%, how do I feed the robot that one? Because
You
I
want
see there is
20%.
yes,
Advise
I've seen
anyone.
that I can get 20% on a payer, but now feeding the robot the 20% because I see there is the wall whatever, then buying whatever. There is actually I'm having some burden there. So please help me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Rishi, do this. You want to understand the meaning of those stuffs, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, you're going to come here, take off personal time. I'm gonna give you the link.
Like I've got 10%. I want to feed the robot.
Yes, but you don't understand what whole warehouse mode mean, all that stuff. Am I right?
Yeah.
There's a video, I'm
I
going
don't
to
know
send
what
it to you.
the
It's here. It is called robotic settings, where I explained all that information.
Okay, thank
So
you.
you're gonna watch it.
Where will I find it? On WhatsApp?
I'm going to send it in the chat.
Okay.
Go and watch that. It explains all the details of the robot.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
When it comes to entering the market, currently, if you are new, I would advise you to not only use the trend line to enter the market. Wait on Saturday. Let us add in some support and resistance. It will make more sense for you. The trend lines plus support and resistance, then you can be able to make a perfect entry. Let me try. The challenge with that people complain is that I use past data. I cannot use current data. Someone is telling me, why don't you use current data? If I go to current data, I cannot give you an example. For example, someone is saying I'm using past data. It's hard to use current data. For example, this is current data. So if I'm going to use current data, then I need to be patient until I'll get a breakout. But if I want to show you past data, if I want to use past data, then I'll just come here. You see, this is past data. I pick my swing high, 2 touch points. There we go. The breakout candle is here. This is the breakout candle. The test candle is this red one. At the close, I make my entry, which is this. Then where do I make my exit? At the previous high. Where is the previous high? This point here. Without indicators or anything. So I make my entry here. So when I measure this 4%, that it will be my take profit, How do I enter it in my trading, in my Royalq? Is what you mean? Is that what you mean, sir?
Yes.
So I've measured my 4%. So how do I go to my Royalq? I just come here at Royalq. Oh, that was your question.
Yes, that was my question actually.
Then I come here at Royalq. I look for the coin I want to trade. Okay. Bot, grid bot, next.
What has happened?
I hope I'm back.
Yes.
Where is okay? So you wanted to know that after you have seen the 4%,
Yes, 4%. How do I enter into the Royalq?
Okay, so I open my Royalq, right?
Okay.
I come to strategy. Okay.
Mm.
Then I tap on bots. I choose martingale. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
I create my own because I don't want to follow anyone. If I choose a circle owner, then I'm going to go to other traders. Okay. Wow, BTC
Okay.
has crossed 24,000. Congratulations. I hope we go up to $25,000. We shall be having some good business. Okay, then we choose inch, all right? Inch is the coin I want to trade, all right?
Mm.
Then I come on trade settings. Okay.
Yes.
Usually, I don't want to expose all my money because even though there is a breakout, let me first go back here for you. Even though there is this breakout that you have been measuring, when a coin is forming, it doesn't form at once. I don't know if I am making sense to you.
Yes.
When a candle is forming, the candle doesn't form at once. I don't know if you understand me.
Yes, I get you.
A candle keeps on moving up and moving what?
Down.
Moving down. So I want to take advantage of that. That's why even if I have $500, I'll still start with 15. Then I'll use 4 margin calls because whatever the robot buys in the 4 margin calls, it sells it at once. That is the importance of the 4 margin calls, right?
Okay.
Then I will enter my 4%. I want 4%. I will put 4.01 because I exactly want 4%.
Okay.
Now, this means that when the market rises by 4% and it tries to go down by 0.01, I want my robot to sell. That's why on 4% here, I add on 0.1, which will be this one. That's why on the signals I provide, I tell you to put here 3.0. Because my goal is to make sure that if the market rises by 3.01 and tries to go down by 0.1, the robot sells, so I get 3%. Okay?
Yes.
So this is how you put in your take profit. Now, I come to the margin call configuration. Whenever the robot buys by, this is what we call dollar cost averaging, by multiples of 2. This is called dollar cost averaging. It brings the average price closer to the current price. I want my robot, when it buys when the market falls down by 0.5, let it buy twice.
Hey,
This
okay.
explains the reason why some people get out of trades faster and others stay in longer. It is just capital. It is capital. So this is 0.5, it buys 4 times. So if we entered at the same price, all right, and now the market has so far fallen by 1%, for you, your average is still at the same price, but mine is just closer to the current price. You get the difference?
Yes.
So from here, when the market rises by 4%, me, I'm out, yet you are still in. You get the logic.
Yes.
That's what this means. So this is a double up method that helps the current price to get closer to the average price, which means.
But but then here I still have a question here from this previous one where here now suppose you there is where you instructed it to buy, was it $15?
The first time.
Now the first time. Now to the second, okay, here the first one is going to buy two times, twice. So would you want to mean that it is going to multiply the other figure you gave it at the first time? Because now
it is going to multiply 15 by 2.
So that is 30 USD.
Yes, this will be 30.
The next one will be
this will be 60. This will be 120. This will be 240.
So it should be reflecting that capital that you're having in the system.
Yes, if I use this formula, I must have the total of this capital, which is around $465 in my USDT.
I understand it.
Yeah. If I don't have it, then I don't need to use this formula. Although I may not have all that money, and I only set up this one. You see this one?
Yes.
So I say, okay, maybe I have only, let me say, $45, right?
Yes.
Then I say, what was the drop? Let me say the drop was 3%, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I just place my 3% there. So
the drop is what? The
margin call drop. The margin call drop. You see, this guy has money, he has power to split, but I'm broke. I only have $45. You get it?
Yes.
Why should I struggle? I put my chances. The chances are it might drop 3% according to the signal, or it might not drop, right?
Yes.
So me, I come, I paste here my 3%, buy twice. So I'm waiting for the market to come down to 3%. If it comes to 3%, well and good. If it doesn't come, it's okay. I'll earn 3% of $15.
10 years.
Yes. If it drops, it's okay. If it doesn't drop, it's okay. That's why I say, I will still be increasing my first buying amount. I get what I'm saying?
Yes.
I will be compounding my 3% from $15 using the challenge, right? I make sure my next first buying amount is not equal to my previous first buying amount. Am I making sense to you now?
I beg your pardon, please.
Do you know about do you know about the compounding?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. You keep on increasing your first buying amount.
I understand.
Your next trade.
Yes, I've got you.
Right. Are you okay now?
All right. Yeah. Then there, I think I've grasped it. So now when we go back there to the main panel, because I see down there were something like buying in. Is it You go back there, I will show it to you.
This
Yes,
one.
yeah, no, wait, yeah, buy in callback, that one.
You want to know what it means?
Yes, the buy in callback.
The market falls by 0.5 our margin call drop, right? The robot will not buy unless this market rises by 0.3. This is what it means. So that the robot should buy when the market rises by 0.3.
When it falls 0.5,
yes,
it doesn't buy. Then when it raises 0.3, then it buys.
Exactly.
Okay. It's okay.
So you see, this robot is smart. It doesn't buy when the market is going down. That's why some people complain. The market is going down. My robot is not buying. It will not buy unless the market rises by the buy and callback.
Okay. Then
it doesn't
got
invest in your money when the market is going down. It only invests in your money when the market changes from going down to moving up.
When it is raising up. Okay, thank you so much for that. I think I've got something.
Okay. Can I have a video of this meeting after? Yes, you go to the YouTube channel. Why are there times where always they make it 1%? I don't understand. I need to listen to you maybe. Let me ask you a question.
Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. When you go to before, good evening. Sorry.
Good evening, sir. It's fine. No worry.
When you go to the margin configuration, the first call drop, sometimes when we are setting the first call drop, they make it 0.5, and the times they make it 1, 1, 1, 1 all throughout. 1, 1, 1,
yes,
1.
Because that guy is trading a cycle, right?
Okay.
That guy is trading a cycle. He's not trading one shot. Since he's trading cycle and has big capital, he doesn't care about you bringing the average price closer to the current price, because his goal is to make 1.3%. So his strategy is as simple as, whenever the market falls by 0.5, let my robot buy one time, because he's going 83% deep. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
His margin of depth of market going down is so big that he doesn't care. I want you to imagine that since 2 weeks ago, Bitcoin has not dipped 10%.
Yes.
It is 2%. The tears you see people are suffering from is 2%. But when Bitcoin dips 50% from its current price, all of you will quit Royalq. Most of you will quit. I experienced it last year. When Bitcoin moved from 67,000 down to 20,000, people quit. All right? People quit because that is too high. You get what I mean? Okay? Few people can survive when the market dips like that. So the power that that guy is taking one time, because his robot is buying faster and his depth is big, right?
Okay.
And so, remember, he's also doing it on so many coins, all right?
Okay.
So his probability of profit is also huge.
Oh, okay. So if it is on one shot, it's supposed not to be one.
Exactly, because you want to move the average price closer to the current price. Your goal is to get out of the trade. The other guy's goal is not to get out of the trade. You understand?
Okay.
The goal of the other guy is to stay in a trade for as many years as possible. He doesn't care.
Okay.
But for you, your goal is to close this trade in profit. You get the difference?
Exactly.
The other guy's goal is to take 1.3%. 1%. By the way, he's taking 1% as many times as possible on a continuous process. He doesn't care where the market is going. But for you, you care.
Yeah.
You want to enter and get out. Enter
Yes.
and get out. That's why you want to double, so that when the market comes down, it always brings the current price closer to the average price. But the guy doesn't care. His goal is to just take off profit for a long time.
Okay. Thank you
You
so
get the
much.
difference?
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you too, sir. Yes, Ken.
All right. Thank you so much, my leader, Julius. I really enjoy your time and your humor. You know, you taught us, you've always been teaching us about the 300 challenge, and then we talked about the 300%, and then the double up, which I normally use. I've adopted using that. But in the double up, the setting is 0.5, 0.5, 1.5, 2.5. But there are some settings you bring, and then the drop will be 3% instead of the 5%. So if the drop is 3%, obviously we are not going to use the 0.5, 0.5, 1.5, 2.5 again. So we have to share it according to the 3% drop, right?
No, I would advise you to keep to 5%. Let me just give you personal reasons why I advise 5%.
Okay.
Okay. The team I work with, where we develop the signals, there are some disagreements we might have, especially when it comes to the drop of the market. Okay. We usually depend on the drop of the market, depending on where we see the support of the market, right?
Okay.
But sometimes this market is funny, it might refuse the support. You get it?
Yes. All right.
That's why I say, if bad goes to bad, 5% is a little bit safe.
Okay. All right. So once I'm using the double up, because I make sure I trade nothing less than 465. So once I'm using the double up, even if I see the drop on the signal group as 3, I should always maintain that 5.
Exactly, sir.
Okay. Thank you, my
protect
leader.
your funds.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Just make sure you don't care on how much profit you make. All right.
Okay.
Just make sure you care on increasing your first buying amount by a compounding factor.
Exactly. All right, sir.
At the end of the day, these guys that are caring about profit, if you remain consistent for a long period of time, you'll be very successful.
Amen. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
That message comes out to one of the videos I dropped in the chat today. Okay. That was talking about everybody wants to be successful, but if you have a strategy, so you should make sure you're not driven by wind, right?
All right.
You're not driven by wind. You keep the strategy, because your goal should be to automate your trades, right?
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, you have the power to automate your trades, because guys that are automating their trades with good capital make good money. Let us check out some good circle traders, right? Let's go to Royalq here. Let me give you. Okay. Coins are picking up because BTC is up again. So we expect there are some sale. Someone is calling me by name. Okay. I thought it was a sale. Okay, let me show you. These are circle traders, right? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Can you see this, Ken? I don't know. Is Ken still here? He has muted himself. Okay. Let me give him permission to unmute.
My God, my leader, I'm saying it. That is marvelous. Wow. I'm saying it. Jesus.
You know, this is, some people might say Julius' money is in bringing people. This guy has not brought anyone to make this money.
My God.
But he has enough capital. He's trading all the coins and he's taking close to 1% repeatedly.
My God. This is serious.
It is a serious business but some people don't see it. They focus on their current challenges.
My God.
Now, let me put that guy aside. And there is also this one. Look at this guy.
Jesus. My God.
Now, the challenge could be like you look at this guy's profit and you think his strategy. You'll make some money, but you don't make as he makes because for him, he's leveraging all the trades. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Wow.
Look at this guy. Circle works so well if someone has capital.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this guy. This guy is very conservative.
My God. What is 12,000, 13,000? Jesus. Hey, no, this is imagining unbelievable.
Royalq is serious. Royalq is a serious financial freedom tool. That's why I don't joke with it. I don't care about the current situation, but I know at the end of the cycle we shall get there.
Amen. That's great.
Just a matter of time.
Yes, I believe. Thank you. Thank you, my leader.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Allow me go and enjoy a certain match that is about to get started. I wish you
you deserve it.
I wish you a perfect evening. See you in the next after the match. I'll be online.
All right.
Thank you so much. God bless you, and I pray that everybody keeps winning. And definitely at the end of the day, we shall all get there. Please make sure every day you share the opportunity with someone so that you can use that chance to increase your capital also. Okay? So you can, if you have only $15 as your first buying amount, don't focus on that only. Share the opportunity so that when someone joins and you make $30, keep on increasing it. You can now use that to increase your capital. For example, imagine this is how I grow my capital. Yes, I trade, I enter floating loss, but I still come back here and share the opportunity. Look at this reward for today, $200.
Wow. Wow.
So I can now move this $200 into my exchange, right? And I can keep on growing my capital. And the withdrawals are instant. You see? Yesterday I took off 253. So do not sit around. Do not sit around and just complain about capital, until Jesus will come again. Please wake up. All right. You need to think about yourself. This is from my heart. You need to think about yourself and say, right, if I'm having little capital, I can use other people's results. How, Julius? Nobody will ask me, what is that? I come here in Royalq. People usually ask me, I come here, I look for where this is someone's result. Does this result, Ken, does this result have names?
No.
So I come here, I tap on share, I go to my status.
Okay.
I screen it, I just leave it here. I remove off all of this stuff. I post.
Wow.
I come back again. I pick this result. They have the date. I tap on share. I come here. I share results because you might join when you have a bigger capital than the one I have. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I'll be profiting as you profit. I don't limit myself because maybe I don't have enough capital to do this. I might bring someone who has enough capital to do this. I have one leader in my team who joined recently with $38,000.
Wow.
He's not suffering with signals. He's trading on a cycle.
Wow.
Do these results have names?
Not at all.
Someone says, but Julius, you are lying. I'm not lying. I'm sharing what Royalq can deliver.
Exactly.
My inability to have enough capital should not be a stumbling block to my results.
Exactly.
So if someone has more money, let them join, right? And let them trade with a better strategy, and I earn from them.
Exactly.
As simple as that. But this issue, Julius, for you are not saying that is truth. I have little capital. I use other people's results to allow others join because they could have a bigger capital than mine. As I trade, they trade. We all make money.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Julius. Thank you, my leader, Julius. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. Have a blessed night. See you tomorrow on Friday. And see you. The market's going to do well tonight. I believe we can make some money.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Great.
Have
Thank
a good
you,
night.
sir. And you too.